Okay then, so 5 tips for monetizing contagious content. When you're thinking about creating social content, there are so many places that you can go, but think about the specialists. Think about the people who really understand social and really understand viral, because viral functions in a very different way to regular content. So Storyful, a great platform that's especially strong when it comes to breaking news. You've got Viral Spiral, you've got Duke and Media. They manage rights for content makers who have content that they think has viral potential. And why am I kind of focusing on that and thinking about viral, thinking about contagion? Because speed is very important here. And knowing how fast this space works is incredibly important. So number 2, of course, explore your YouTube options. It's the largest video site. It's the second largest search engine. But what I would say is the same kind of thing I've been saying before, actually. Social recommendation. Word of mouth is incredibly important. There are many pitfalls. MCNs get a bad rep, and yet we know they do amazing work with some of their talent. So a couple of thoughts from me that I've gleaned kind of from working with content makers are, first of all, you're likely to do better with one that really fits your sweet spot. So maybe think about fashion, style hall, awesomeness for kids, culture machine if you're especially going after a youth audience in India. So just thinking about your specific niche, and be careful, make sure that the MCN you're dealing with has its own tentpole property and is doing well and is succeeding in its own right, because then you can at least have a sense that there's something to learn there and the tools and tricks that you will be able to glean. So there's lots to explore, and that's why my overarching advice here would be word of mouth. What do your peers say? What do your co-collaborators say? Who would you like to be co-collaborating with in their network? Are there 3 or 4 other video makers that you can really imagine doing a mashup with? Because that's probably the place that you want to be. Number 3, look beyond YouTube. Often when you have new platforms emerging, you see a really interesting imbalance of supply and demand. We certainly saw this last year with Vine. We had brands coming to us constantly saying, we need more Vines, we need more Vines. Where is the Vine economy? Where are the Vine makers? And Vine, it's not difficult to make a Vine. We just made a Vine. It took us 7 seconds. I don't imagine it's going to get very many shares, but it's very quick to do, and there is a burgeoning economy. So there's a lot of opportunities in rising platforms. Of course, there's Twitter, Amplify, there's lots of other places you can look to for monetizing across social environments. But my tip for now would be Vine, and my tip for tomorrow would be Facebook. The key thing, monetize at the speed of social. Social moves super fast, and it's getting faster. So if you're wanting to run ads against your content and benefit from your viral peak, you're going to need to be live by the end of day 1. Miss day 2, and you've missed the boat. This is a social diffusion curve. Let me explain. So this tracks the number of shares and how quickly they happen. So you can see in 2013, 22.3% of content shares occur in the first 3 days. So that's already pretty fast. Massive increase in 2014. 42.4% of shares occur in the first 3 days. So that is a lot of activity happening in that crucial first 3 days. So whoever you're monetizing with, whether you're just switching on your YouTube and AdSense, whether you're working with your MCN, be prepped in advance so that you can really capitalize on those crucial key days. And then 5, experiment. We're in such a fun industry. There is no better time to be a content maker. It's so exciting, the different tools, the different audiences that are eager for content. So I would always say, yes, have your tried and tested routes, but leave some time for fun, for agility, for testing. There's always new things being announced. Just yesterday, Fanbread was being announced, which is a platform to help content makers become their own publishers, if you like. So to publish yourself. And then you've got Oz. There's so much going on there. So do experiment.